This is video 3 on animal and nature communication. My name is Barbara Burgess, and I'm a psychic medium, clairvoyant, animal and nature communicator, angel communicator, Reiki healer, Reiki master, and I've got lots of healing certificates, as in EFT, emotional freedom technique, emo trance, loads, hypnotherapy, gene line therapy, theta DNA healing, and many more. I've also got a certificate in clairvoyance and a teaching certificate. So I want to tell you, I was talking on the other video about some experiments that you can do with some plants. If you look up Doreen Virtue's book, Angel Words, you will learn from that words have vibrations, and Doreen shows you that horrible words such as hate have unpleasant vibrations, and a word such as angel, love, romance, things like that have very pretty vibrations that look like angel wings. And also, if you read the book Messages in Water by Osimoto, I think his name is, Messages in Water, that also shows you that words, horrible words, come up with this water, and they look ugly little things, but lovely words such as love, happiness, joy look like beautiful snowflakes. And my friend Betty Shine, who is now in the spirit world, and I followed her books, I learnt from her and her books. I'm self-taught actually, and it was her books that got me going. And she experimented with some plants, and you can try this. So she got 2 identical plants, and one she looked after in the usual way, fed it, watered it, put it, in the sun or wherever it needed to be in the house, and looked after it for a month. And the other plant she put in somewhere unpleasant, say a dark corner, didn't feed it, didn't water it, completely ignored it. But every single day she gave it healing. And at the end of the month, the plant that she gave healing to looked just as good and as healthy, if not more so, than the plant that she'd looked after. And so she was so enthusiastic about healing. But also you can do an experiment with plants. So get 2 plants, and you can put them apart from each other, okay? And one, you can go up to it and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, and tell it it's an absolutely beautiful plant. Say all wonderful things to it. And then the other one, shout hateful words to it. Do it for, let's say, a week, fortnight, a month, and you will notice the difference in these 2 plants. But I strongly recommend at the end of your experiment that you say sorry to the plant that you've shouted hateful things to, and give it healing and love it and nurture it. And the other way of doing this is to get a piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper, and on one piece of paper write the word love, and on the other piece of paper write the word hate. Then put one piece of paper under one plant and one piece of paper under the other plant. And again, leave them for a week, fortnight, month, I don't know how long you need to do it for, and see what happens to the plants. But at the end of the experiment, again, the plant that you put the piece of paper with hate on, then just send love and healing to that plant. You could, at the beginning of the experiment, tell the plant that it is an experiment, and ask it if it minds joining in. Now, this is my recording. This is the 3rd one about animal communication, and I just want to say to you that to begin with, when I was very, very young, about 5, younger than that, I was petrified of dogs. And then something happened. Some boys grabbed my hands and made me cuddle a collie, you know, a lassie collie. And it was love at first sight. Up until then, I was absolutely petrified of dogs. I would scream if one came near me. But then these boys made me cuddle this dog, and it was just gorgeous. And I fell in love with dogs after that. And I've always been interested in animals. My dad used to bring home from the allotment, he'd catch mice and bring them home. He'd catch baby rabbits and bring them home. And he'd find birds that have fallen out of the nest. I know you're not supposed to do that now, but he'd bring them home. Or a bird, he might have, on his motorbike, he might have run into a bird, and he'd bring that home and we'd look after them. And I had a jackdaw and that we hand reared, and it followed me to school. So I've had a lot to do with animals, and I do believe I had a rapport with them, especially this jackdaw. It would follow me to school, and it would be waiting outside the school for me when I came home, and it would follow me home. It would hop along on the fence, hop, hop, hop along the fence. So that was probably the beginning of my communication with animals. I had a rapport with animals, and as a teenager I got a weekend job. I was still at school. I got a weekend job at Whipsnade Zoo, but I was in the cafe department near the wolves, but I would go and sit next to the wolves, and I was fascinated by them as well. But in the next recording and the final one, I will tell you exactly how I did my first animal communication reading. So as I said earlier, I'm going to do a course, so do look out for the course. I haven't got, my husband's done a lot of decorating, so we're sorted out with that, and I've got a very nice computer, and so I will do the animal communication course for you. Okay, if you've got any questions, please put them below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please put any questions or comments below, and please click the like button. Thank you. Bye for now.